Hi, my name is Johanna and welcome to my channel. This is a Christmas edition, Christmas special video that we're doing today, and I have a special guest. It's my son.
Hi.
He is 10, and so far we've had an amazing Christmas. It's about 12:30 p.m. here in Portland, Oregon on December 25th, and I'm getting ready to burn some incense. You may have noticed in recent videos I've been burning an incense while I record and film. So we're gonna do that today. I got a new incense burner. It's this, and it's like it catches the ashes differently and catches them here in the bottom, and it holds the stick or holds the incense upside down. You just slip it in here. Ooh. And then, yes, we will light it if it wants to be lit. You light it until it's a fire, and then you let the fire go out, or you can blow it out. There, it's out. And then you put it in here, like this, and then the smoke emanates out the top. And I'm gonna set it right next to me. All right, so getting into it. This video is going to be about a discontinued vintage fragrance called White Christmas. Do you want to hold up the packaging? Yeah, this is the box. This is from 1980s, I believe. It was sold for $15 in the 1980s. It's listed on the box. I got this as new old stock. And when it came out, it was this was still sealed even. This is kind of like a slightly yellowed type of plastic wrap. It was sealed completely. And then I took it out and it was this level. So in the 40 years that I approximate, this has been packaged and sealed. I bought this on eBay. It wasn't super expensive actually. It's probably less than $30. So it came out of the package like this. It had evaporated all of the rest of the alcohol to this point. And this is White Christmas, 1943, White Christmas, still being sold in 1991. And that was like, I believe their 8th or 9th fragrance that they released. But we're gonna take turns reading. All right, so as we get started, first I have already sprayed the fragrance on my wrist about 20 minutes ago to let it dry down. Now, my son is going to do the same as well, and he's not going to sniff it because he doesn't want to go anosmic from smelling the alcohol portion of it. So he's going to spray it on his wrist and let it dry down for a while we talk about this fragrance on paper in terms of what I found on the internet about this fragrance, because it's been discontinued. And so let's get into it. So now, since we have let our wrists dry down, and before we read to you what this article says about the notes, I will let him say what he thinks it smells like. Go ahead.
I kind of get like a little bit of like fruitiness.
A little fruitiness.
It's hard to like describe, but like mainly like the fruitiness, like candy and cherries or something like that.
Candy cherries, seriously?
Or something like that. Yeah, it kind of smells like candy cherries.
When you say fruitiness, is that cherry fruit or is it a different fruit?
Like cherry, like candied cherries. Fruitiness.
Ooh, cool. Is there anything else about this?
That's like all I'm getting.
I feel like I need to spray some on the other wrist because mine's been like a little while longer and I'm not getting that. He sprayed it more recently than me, so. I definitely thought, now I'm getting something like paper because it feels really dried down. For some reason, it's hard to smell it at this time. But when I first sprayed it, about 5 or 7 minutes later, it reminded me of spices, but I couldn't identify which ones.
But to me, it just smells like candied cherries.
How exciting.
Like nothing else.
I love the idea of something smelling like candy cherries. Ooh. I just sprayed this, you saw? I do get that. I wouldn't say it, the words wouldn't come to my mind of the cherries, but this is sweet, and I was thinking spices, like mulled spices, mulled wine even maybe, but now that you said candied cherries, there's definitely spices there. Don't you smell? You don't smell any spices, it sounds like.
Maybe like sugar,
Yeah.
if you consider that a spice.
I don't know if I would consider it a spice
Yeah.
though, but it's used in cooking. I'm gonna say aldehydes because these are all very aldehydic fragrances, and you smell the aldehydes. And however aldehydes age over the years, yes, they're noticeable, they're prominent. But I will say, this does not dry down to very aldehydic fragrance in that way, because on this side, it's not aldehydic at all.
But for me, it definitely smells like candied cherries.
Mmm. Well, you guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I like to try and say that now in my videos because I don't want to encourage anyone to buy anything. So off camera, he just mentioned that he thinks that probably most likely on eBay, if you see it and get it, it's probably more than $15. This is what it was sold for in 1980s. And yes, it is more than $15 as far as I can see. So that is a consideration, has gone up in price. But White Christmas. This is from the article, Cleopatra's Boudoir. Link below. Saravel's version of a holiday scent, which lived from 1943 until 1991. The name was trademarked in 1953. It would be classified as an oriental fragrance for women. Top notes: aldehydes, lemon, bergamot, orange. Middle notes: spices. Base notes: syrax, musk, ambergris, vanilla, resins, balsam, opoponax, woods.
Now that you mention orange, I might smell like a little bit of citrus.
Yes, right, citrus. And the bergamot is also a type of citrus, so they could both be, yes. And the orange makes it more of a sweet citrus. So then if you would like to start reading here, and then end whenever you feel like it.
Saravel, I'm not sure if I pronounced it right.
So it's future me, and when I smelt the perfume like an hour later, it kind of smelled like roses. And now get back to your regularly scheduled program. Bye.
I think it's Saravel.
Saravel, or however you pronounce it, Saravel ink appears to have been termed in the trade as the manufacturer of White Christmas perfume. The actual mixing or blending of the concentrate denatured alcohol was performed by Lord DuPont Inc.
I know the last name is DuPont. I don't know how to say the first name.
Incorporated.
Rouer DuPont is a manufacturer of cosmetics, perfumes, soaps, etc. When Rouer DuPont first began blending White Christmas perfume for Saravel Inc. in 1953, the concentrate was of domestic origin. Rouer DuPont did not bottle the perfume for Saravel Inc. After blending, Rouer DuPont delivered the finished product perfume in drums or jugs to a company which specialized in bottling perfume and similar products. After bottling the perfume in 1-ounce bottles, each bottle of White Christmas perfume was placed in a small pasteboard box. On the front of the box near the top were the printed words White Christmas. Each box containing a 1-ounce bottle of White Christmas perfume was individually wrapped in white paper with silver stars imprinted thereon. Each end of the wrapped package where the paper was folded was sealed with a sticker. The sticker was glued to the folded edges of the wrapping paper at each end of the package with the words White Christmas by Saravel printed thereon. Did you want to read starting here? Here, what I do is I'm like, push read.
Near the center of the package, at a fold of the paper wrapper, was another glued sticker showing the tricolor of France. In the white center portion of the tricolor were the French words concentrate, avec essence is France, translated by Google, concentrate made with essences of France.
In December of 1953, Royal DuPont began importing the concentrate from France for the use in compounding or making White Christmas perfume. Thereafter, beginning in 1954, this imported French concentrate was mixed with domestic denatured alcohol in compounding or manufacturing White Christmas perfume. Saravel
Incorporated discontinued its former practice of placing copies of the reprints of the Vogue magazine advertisement can exhibit number 3 in each one votes perfume of White Christmas perfume. Also, during the year 1954 or 1955, the evidence is not clear as to the exact date. Saravel Inc. discontinued use of sticker on the White Christmas wrapper, which showed the figures $18.50. Saravel Inc. also discontinued use of the French words concentrate, fab, essences, de France. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Correct me.
Probably we didn't. I probably don't know how either.
Yeah. On the tricolor sticker attached to the outside of the wrapper containing the 1-ounce bottle of White Christmas perfume and substituted is therefore the English words perfume essence compounded in France expresses for Saravel.
Can you cut so that we can start a new recording? I thought you had it. In the month of February 1956, the respondent, Harsum Distributors, Inc., purchased the formula for White Christmas perfume. The trademark White Christmas and the registered trade name Saravel from Saravel Inc. together with all materials, supplies, etc., which Saravel Inc. had been using in the manufacture, bottling, and distribution of White Christmas perfume, and also the reprints of the Vogue magazine advertisement which remained on hand. Thereafter, Harsum Distributors Inc. became the manufacturer's sole owner and distributor of White Christmas perfume. However, Harsum Distributors Inc. continued to employ Royal DuPont to actually blend the imported French concentrate with domestic denatured alcohol in compounding White Christmas perfume, using the same formula which Saravel Inc. had formerly used and which Harrison Distributors Inc. had purchased from Saravel Inc. Here, do you want to read starting there?
Okay. At the direction of respondents, Lord Viewpoint delivered the finished perfume in bulk drums to B.H. Kruger, I think it's pronounced, and Co. for bottling. After bottling the bulk White Christmas perfume in 1 ounce bottles whose packaging, wrapping, and labeling each body, Kruger and Co. then delivered the perfume concentrate, and I do not know why there is a question mark there.
Oh, because it didn't say it in the article and I added it as like, I think that's what they meant to say, but it was
Okay.
missing.
To respondents in 1 close cartons, and respondents then sold, shipped, and distributed the perfume to the wholesale department and retail store customers among various localities throughout the United States.
Ta-da! We finished the article.
Okay. Yay!
Do you want to cut and then you can do a summary?
Yeah.